Hi, I'm Angela Azzolino, and I'm the Executive Director of Get Women Cycling. I ride a bike for most of my commutes, but I also drive a car, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to walk as well. Today we're going to talk about why we are seeing so many more people walking and riding bicycles on our streets. Why is this happening? And as drivers, what do we need to know? So why are we seeing so many more people walking and riding bicycles? Well, cities around the world are seeing surges in population. This means our streets are becoming more congested with trucks, buses, taxis, and personal vehicles. Local governments need to figure out different options to keep us all moving. What are these options? Well, it's primarily getting us to walk and ride a bicycle. With so many more of us walking and riding bicycles, the city then has to re-engineer streets to keep us safe. So what do we need to know as drivers in New York City? The first thing is to always expect the unexpected. Now with so many more people on scooters, skateboards, and bicycles, we don't know what direction people are coming in, and we're not used to looking out for people, we're used to looking out for cars. The other thing that we need to do is to slow down. Speed is the #1 reason why people die in car crashes. When we are taking turns especially, take those turns at 5 miles per hour. Most of the fatalities that happen here in New York City happen at intersections. The other thing that we should do is if we are crossing into traffic, whether it's a U-turn or coming out of a driving spot, we always need to pause and make sure we look twice for people who are not in cars. If you're in a street that has someone on a bicycle, skateboard, or scooter, tap your horn twice. Beep, beep, that's all we need to be aware of your presence behind us. Don't forget, people who are riding bicycles, skateboards, and scooters may not necessarily know there's a car behind them. If you're going to pass by somebody on a bicycle, make sure you leave plenty of space so that if something should happen with that person and they lose control of their bicycle, there won't be a collision. Lastly, there's doors. Always remember to look over your shoulder when you're opening your car door, whether you're a passenger or driver.
The bike lanes, people will use them as parking spaces, or people will walk in them, or they'll walk their dogs in them, or they'll stop and have a chat in them, or leave their baby in them.
Primary message for drivers and for myself is to be more aware and conscious of having to share the road with bicycles and have respect for them.
People speed a lot of times cyclists, you can't see me as much as I have all my protective gear, as long as I'm in the right lane and everything, but if you're going too fast, you're not going to pick me up, and you know that can be very scary when you're riding.
I would like them to be aware of bicyclists and bike lanes, because if there's a bike lane nearby, there might be a bicycle and a person on it.
If you see a person riding a bike in front of you on the road, they're there for a reason, which is either that the bike lane was blocked or they didn't feel safe riding elsewhere. And that people who ride bikes can be in the road just as much as people who drive cars.
I'm not saying that it's just a responsibility of drivers. Everybody on the road needs to commute responsibly. And we're doing our job to help educate those who are non-drivers to get the information they need to understand the rules of the road. But as drivers, we also have to understand that the way the streets have been laid out and the rules behind them were not designed for people on bicycles, skateboards, and scooters. They were designed for us in cars. So how can we get better at sharing the streets? Well, we all need to work together. If you want to be part of the process, you can contact your state or local officials, you can attend community boards, you can join and follow advocacy groups, you can even create a petition for safe streets for your neighborhood. All of these resources are available on our website. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you next time.